All right, I'm John Chapman here to break down Clelin Ferrell's audio and video breakdown of just what makes this kid so special. He is an absolute beast that fits perfectly in a 4-3. Power, speed rush, he's got it all and a great first step. And so let's jump into the film right off the bat. You'll see here, going against Boston College. This play here just shows you kind of what you're getting with him because while he doesn't do anything really great, he is an all-out effort guy that can find a way to make plays happen. Again, if you see him come up, his hands are always extremely active. They have a tackle in stunt where the tackle goes in first, the end comes around next, and he just has to find a way. You can see his hand uses as he posts the guard here to get behind him as the center comes over to kind of clean up the block, but it doesn't matter. I know that this would probably be a penalty in the NFL, but it just shows how much he is willing to fight to get through that play. Now, if he does anything great, it's going to be his use of hands and power. You can see here just how he uses his leverage, his long body, 6'5", 265 is his weight right now. I think he'll probably bulk up just a little bit. But you can see how he just creates separation. And with Clelin, every single time his hands are being used when he engages, you can just see the length there. You'd like a little bit more bend. I have no clue what this quarterback's doing and why he doesn't step up in the pocket. But hey, you'll take it as a defensive guy, and you'll take that sack any day of the week. Now, one of the great things that he does is he is able to get inside and outside very well. We'll talk about his great first step here in a little bit, but if you guess as an offensive tackle like what we see here, his weight gets out over his toes, the tackle is completely off balance, the offensive tackle. And so once that happens, you can see how he's just that's not going to be any good. He's assuming he's taking this outside speed rush, which he set him up on several plays before. But as soon as his balance gets off, he's able to cut inside. And what's unique and special about this is the defensive scheme doesn't have any other outside contain to replace. So this was 100% just what he felt. You can see how nobody replaces there. He gets in on the quarterback. We'll watch a replay from a different angle. Again, you can see him just engage early. And one of the things that separates Clelin from the other defensive ends in this class, the edge rushers, is he is a beyond all the most punishing tackler in this draft class from an edge perspective. Josh Allen, Joey Bosa, all those guys have a lot to offer. But when it comes to violent tackles, this guy's it. Again, this is the move right here. Watch his weight, his hips, and his shoulders. It's the same play. Just completely jukes him, and the guy almost falls down. And then he just goes and does what he does. All right here, man, goodness. Watch Clelin's first step. Now, he's not an all-out speed guy. That's not his strength. But he is an anticipatory pass rusher that is quick off the line. He's not going to have the 40 time that a lot of the elite edge guys are. He's a little bit bigger, more of a powerful guy. But whenever you look at the effects and what he's able to do and how he's over 2 yards upfield past everybody else on his defense, it's because of his anticipation and just his awareness of what's going on. You see this time and time again all throughout his game film. Gets into the quarterback, and this is just a wide receiver screen, and he hits the quarterback as he throws it, and it's incomplete. Now, probably one of my biggest concerns is he lacks bend. You're going to see Nick Bosa and Josh Allen ahead of him on almost all boards because this is the one issue that you usually have to bend this edge because the offensive tackles in the NFL are so much longer and faster and athletic that, yeah, you can press speed. That's great. But once you get to this point and you get on that backfield shoulder of that offensive tackle, this is where your lane should be, closing in. Again, the quarterback should be climbing the pocket and stepping up and helping out his offensive tackle, but it's just not there. But you can see here how he has to round off his edge. I'm not expecting a great three-cone from Clelin, but again, you can just see how he's allowing all this extra space when it's not there. He should be coming flat in this way. Again, not a major concern, but it is a concern nonetheless. Something that he's definitely going to have to work on. Now, hands and hips, which we saw a while ago. You can see it already here. Watch him post up and make this move almost like a crossover in basketball. He's going to press to the outside and then with his hips and hands come underneath. This tackle has zero. He murdered him all game. And so, again, just watch how he uses his hips, hands all together. And, I mean, the offensive tackle didn't even touch him. And he's able to go in and make the play, gets the sack, or would have been a sack, but forced an interception instead. Now, here is the best speed that you're going to see. Again, you see him getting upfield and beating him to the edge, which he kept doing all game to this tackle against Texas A&M. And again, watch how quick he gets off the line. Again, he's already just, 2 steps in, much further ahead of the rest of the defensive line. And a lot of these guys are going to be playing on Sunday. But this is the best case scenario that you're going to see from him from speed. Even though that's not how he wins, he is able to get the tackle off balance and power through them a lot of times. Great job there. Now, if you want to know the best thing that he does, Clelin, it's all-out effort. And he doesn't just have one pass rush move like a few other guys in this draft class. He is a guy that a lot of times will get his quarterback hits on the second and third attempt getting to the quarterback. This is why I know a lot of people are going to give me a hard time, especially my Niners followers. Justin Smith, the whole time I'm watching this guy's film, I'm thinking of Justin Smith out of Missouri. He got drafted by Cincinnati and he came over. But he's a guy, he attacked head up here and tried to go inside, wasn't there. Then he comes back outside, gets held a little bit, but still gets off. He is a guy that's just going to show effort at all times. Again, watch this. Comes in, contests the quarterback pass, which he's got 5 tipped passes in his career, but he's not going to stop there. He's going to chase down this wide receiver and make a play out in the flats. This is something that you see regularly from him. He chases plays down 20-plus yards downfield on the regular. Just because his effort, he never stops. And this is what you're going to get from this kid. Even if he's not going to win on the very first attempt getting to the passer, he is a guy that can do some great things just because of hustle. Now, right here is just a zone read play. The quarterback, and they're reading, you'll watch. They leave him unblocked on the edge here. So you can see him here. They're going to leave him unblocked. They're going to down block here, and they're going to read him. And unfortunately, it's a bobbled snap. He gets in there and just blows everything to hell. And he is a player that is going to positively affect your team in the run game, in the pass game. You don't have to worry about anything from him. He's a military-raised kid, youngest of 9. He has his head on straight, and whichever team gets him in the NFL, do not consider it to be a consolation prize if you miss out on the top 2 pass rushers, Josh Allen and Nick Bosa. Because I'm telling you right now, Clelin Ferrell is going to be a solid starter in the NFL, and he is going to instantaneously upgrade your pass game defense and your rush game defense.